Welcome to free online coaching for TSRJC set and POLYCET. I would like to invite Arun sir to start the session.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone, students. Hello, everyone. Let us start with another chapter today, the structure of atom. Let us do a quick attempt on questions. Tondora Chesdamo, let's go a little faster. Here is the first question, students. This electronic configuration violates which principle? Aufbau principle, Pauli's principle, Hund's principle, all the above. Okay, I'm getting answers. I want everyone to answer, students. I haven't received all the answers yet. Yes, I'll give you another 10 seconds. Okay, option 3, option 4. Faster, faster. Renuka says 4, Gayatri says 2, Veda says 4. ZPHS says 1. Saitija says 4. All right, let's get the key. It's 4 students, absolutely right. Aufbau principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, and Hund's rule. All 3 are violated in this electronic configuration. Here is a statement, students. The electron should occupy the lowest shell first. The pairing of electrons must happen only after the sublevel are filled with 1 electron each. And electrons must be of opposite spin. Note here that they are not of opposite spin here. All right. Let's go for the next one. Principal quantum number n can have all sorts of values, positive integers only, 0, positive and negative, only 0 values. Principal quantum number n. Elanti values accepted untai. What are the values accepted by principal quantum number? I'll give you another 10 seconds, students. Please answer. I want everyone to answer, students. I'm getting only 20 answers. I want everyone to answer. Okay. 3, 2, 1, mixed response. Saicharan says 1. Saitija says 3. Veda says 2. Ruchita says 3. Saicharan. Harshita says 1. Gayatri says 3. Okay, Sarvesh says 2. Monica says 2. Sandhya says 2. Let's look at the key, students. 2 is absolutely right. Tappu pote absolutely no problem, students. Kani correct cheskoli, students. In eppudu cheptanu, malli cheptunnanu. Tappu poina absolutely no problem. Practice session ayidi. Kani practice session mottam advantage teesukovali meeru. Correct cheskovali. Note cheskondi, students. Kontamandi tappu ellaru. All right. Let's look at the next one. An emission spectrum consists of bright spectral lines on a dark background. Which of the following does not correspond to bright spectral lines? Does not correspond, students. Frequency of emitted radiations, wavelength of emitted radiations, energy of emitted radiation, velocity of light. Okay, answers are pouring in. 3 students, make an attempt, make an attempt. Good, number has increased. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay, I cannot read all the names, students, but I appreciate that everyone is attempting. Almost everyone has attempted. I got 40 responses, 42 responses. Good. Excellent, excellent, students. That means almost everyone has attempted. But I want everyone to attempt. And I got a consistent response saying it's 4. Does not correspond. One of the students has a confusion in appudu. Note cheskondi, students. 3 or 4 any confusion in these students ki. Note cheskondi. Let's look at the key. 4 is absolutely right, students. 3 anukunna vallu tappu poyaru, adi correct cheskondi, students. Okay. Let's look at the next one. By mistake, a student writes the electronic configuration of nitrogen as like this. So this violates which principle? Again, similar question as the first one. Where it's which principle, students? Aufbau principle, Hunt's principle, Pauli's principle, Aufbau and Hunt's principle. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Let's look at the key. It's 2, students. 2 is absolutely right. 1 అనుకున్న వాళ్ళు తప్పు. Please note చేసుకోండి. Okay, it's a practice session. Attempt చేయండి. Attempt చేసి మీ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది. సైకలాజికల్ గా కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది, which is very important for competitive exams. నేను ఎప్పుడు చెప్తాను మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను. All right? Yeah. Anthony, it's 2. 2 is absolutely right. All right, let's go for the next one. E is equal to h nu is given by Bohr, Sommerfeld, Planck, Rutherford. This equation was proposed by Bohr, Sommerfeld, Planck, Rutherford. Okay, option 3. Then he says 3. Shravanti says 3. Gayatri says 3. Manusha says 2. Okay, so many answers. Good, good, good. Saicharan has mentioned Max Planck. Okay. You could as well mention number. Okay, many are mentioning like that. That would be convenient for you to just mention the number, students. Aishwarya 3. 3. Monica 3. Sandhya 3. Veda 3. Akshaya 2. Let's look at the key. 3 is absolutely right, students. Easy equation is equal to h nu was given by Max Planck. All right, let's look at the next one. Which of the following is true according to Bohr atomic theory? Bohr atomic theory prakaram 4 options to edi true. Orbits are circular in shape. Orbits are stationary. Electrons are bound by a definite boundary. All the above. Circular in shape. They are stationary stable orbits. Electrons are bound by definite boundary. Okay, consistent response. Almost everyone has given 4. But a couple of students have answered 2. See, they are circular in shape. That is true. They are stationary. That is true. Definite boundary ఉంటుంది. That is true. So all the above is true. Yes, students. 4 is absolutely right. Yes, absolutely right, students. 4 is absolutely right. Saiteja, I got it. It's 4. Okay, let's look at the next one. Fine structure of spectrum was explained by Sommerfeld on the basis of circular orbits, subshell concept, orbital concept, all the above. Fine structure of spectrum. One. 4 here. Okay, Monica says 1. Jessica says 3. Rachana says 4. Rati says 4. Make an attempt, students. I'll give you another 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's look at the key. 2 is absolutely right. Most of the students have answered as 4, but not 4 students. Fine structure of atom was explained based on subshell concept. Circular orbits, Bohr theory explain చేశారు. Yes, all right. Let's go for the next one. Bohr model is not applicable to atoms containing 1 electron, more than 1 electron, more than 2 electrons, all the above. Bohr model, students. Bohr model దేనికి applicable? లేదు, is not applicable. 1 electron ki applicable unda, 2 electrons ki applicable unda, more than 2, more than 1, all the above. Bohr model is not applicable, students. That's important, not applicable. Question కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా చదవాలి మీరు. Okay, I'm getting responses. 2, 3, 2, 2. Option 2. 4, sir. 3, 2, 2. Answer is 2. Renuka says 2. Ksha says 2. Let's look at the answer. Absolutely right, students. For more than one electron, Bohr model is not applicable. It's only for hydrogen-like atoms, for one electron atoms. All right, let's look at the next one. According to quantum mechanical model, position of electron is determined precisely. Position of electron is not determined precisely. Electron boundary is fixed. All are correct. According to quantum mechanical model, students. Position of electron is determined precisely. Can you determine the position precisely? Uncertainty principle ni gurtu cheskondi. What does uncertainty principle say? దాని మీదనే answer depend అవుతుంది. Position of electron cannot be determined precisely. Okay, let's see the answer. It's 2 is absolutely right, students. Most of the students have answered 2, but couple of students have few students have answered. Okay, as 2 is correct, but few students have answered 3. Electron boundary is fixed. Fixed cause students. According to quantum mechanical model, it's not fixed. Galaxy, you are not able to hear my voice. You please check some issue from your end, or you can switch to YouTube channel, where you can also listen to the same lecture in YouTube, Jatadhara Education Technology. All right, switch to YouTube if you have any issues with Zoom. YouTube ki switch అయిపోండి without wastage of time. Let's look at the next one, students. As n value increases, size and energy of orbit decreases, increases, decreases, and increases, remains constant. N value increases, size and energy of the orbit. What happens to size and energy of the orbit? Okay, I'm getting consistent responses too. Let's look at the key. 2 is absolutely right, students. In this case, you have gone perfectly right. Everyone has answered correctly. I really appreciate everyone. Not even one has gone wrong. Good. Let's go for the next one, students. L is equal to 0. The name of the subshell is. So which subshell corresponds to? L is equal to 0. Is it S, P, D, or F? I want a consistent response, students, here. Simple question. Okay. One of you answered 2 as well. It's 1. 1 is correct, student. 1 is absolutely right. All right, it's S shell. So almost everyone has gone right, except 1 who has mentioned 2. Please correct yourself. Tappu poina, it's absolutely not a problem. This is a practice session. Practice session lo tappu chestene it's advantage, but take the advantage by correcting yourself. If you don't correct yourself, there's no use at making an attempt. All right, let's look at the next one. Number of values possible for L when n is equal to 4 is 3, 4, 6, or 8. Three, 4, 6, or 8. Option 1. When n is equal to 4, students. So L value goes from 0 to, think about it. So option 1, 2, 4. Okay, let's look at the key, students. Let's look at it. It's pretty simple. I'll just show you what is happening. See, L value ranges from 0 to n minus 1. When n is equal to 4, it goes from 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 4 values are possible for L when n is equal to 4. 2 is absolutely right, students. Yes, 2 is right. 2 is absolutely right. Good. But most of the students have gone wrong here. I don't understand why. You please revise your book, revise the concept. It ranges, values ranges, revise cheskondi, note cheskondi, so that you don't commit a mistake next time. All right, let's look at the next one. Again, similar range of values. For L is equal to 1, the possible values of ML are 0, 1, -1, +1, -1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 2. Okay. I want everyone to answer, students. I'm getting a consistent response. 3. Oh, one of you answered 1. Okay, let's look at the key. 3 is absolutely right, students. 3 is absolutely right. I could have given you more time for everyone to attempt, but I want everyone to quickly attempt. These are memory-based questions or logic-based questions. You don't have to work out any problem or numerical solution or anything like that, right? So logic or memory-based. So you should be quick in answering. Let's look at the next one, students. All right, here. Values of ml go from minus L to plus L. So L is equal to 1 here. So they go from L is equal to 0. Sorry, L is equal to minus 1. ml is equal to minus 1, 0, and plus 1. They range from minus L to plus L. All right, let's go for the next one. Maximum number of electrons present in the subshell whose L is equal to 2 is. Subshell whose L is equal to 2. What is the maximum number of electrons present in the subshell? I'll give you 5 seconds, students. 5. Let me look at the key. Three is absolutely right, students. Look at the statement. For L is equal to 2, subshell is D. For D, number of electrons is 10. Right? For P, it is 6. For S, it is 2. For F, it is 14. But for L is equal to 2, the subshell is D. Corresponding subshell is D. Yes, 3 is absolutely right, students. But few students have answered 2. All right? That's 2 is for P. Px, Py, and Pz. All right, let's look at the next one. An electron in atom have following set of quantum numbers. N is equal to 2, L is equal to 0, Ml is equal to 0, Ms is equal to plus half. The electron belongs to which orbital? So depending on the quantum number given, you have to decide which orbital does the electron belong to. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 22, 2 third, 22 again. So it's 2. I'll wait for another 3 seconds, giving chance to everyone. I want everyone to answer. I encourage making an attempt, students. Attempt చేయండి. Attempt చేస్తే చాలా advantage వస్తుంది. Psychological confidence పెరుగుతుంది. Okay, let's look at the key now. 2 is absolutely right, students. Most of the students have answered 2. I cannot read all the names. There are around 55 names who have attempted. So 2 is absolutely right. L is equal to 0 corresponds to S orbital. Let's look at the next one. If two orbitals have same n plus L value, then the orbital with low n value has highest energy. The orbital with more n value has highest energy. The orbital with low L value has highest energy. All are correct. Okay, all are correct. 4. Monica says 2. Rajeshwari says 4. Monica says 2 again. Galaxy says 4. Galaxy, I don't know your name. Sorry. So I'm calling you as Galaxy. Please don't mind. Saiteja says 4. Sai Charan says 1. Monica says 2. Let's look at the key. 2 is absolutely right, students. 4 is wrong. See, we cannot have two contradictory options, right? So 4 is wrong. Let's look at the next one. In the Aufbau's principle, the term Aufbau refers to, is it scientist's name of the element? Does it mean building up or arrangement of electrons? Okay, is it the scientist's name? తప్పు పోతే కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి స్టూడెంట్స్. తప్పు పోతున్నారు కొంతమంది. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ లో చాలా మంది తప్పుపోతున్నారు. కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ I don't know why, but most of the students are going wrong in this question. Please correct yourself. Note చేసుకోండి. The answer is building up. 3 is absolutely right, students. 3 mention చేసిన వాళ్ళు correct, but others have mentioned 2 and 1. It's not the name of the element, not the scientist's name. It means building up. That word means building up. All right, let's go for the next one. Please correct చేసుకోండి. కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడం ఇంపార్టెంట్ స్టూడెంట్స్. అదర్వైజ్ అటెంప్ట్ చేసి వేస్ట్, టైం వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది. మీ టైం వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది. అటెంప్ట్ చేసి మీరు కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోకుంటే తప్పుపోయినప్పుడు it's no use. All right, let's go for the next one. Maximum number of electrons in any shell is it n square, n, 2n square, 4n square? Okay, I'm getting responses. Go ahead. But I want everyone to answer, students. Still, there are students who are not answering. This time I'm getting all the answers. Good. Good. Anita says E. There's nothing called E, students. Okay, Prerna from Asifabad says 3. All right, let's look at the key. 3 is absolutely right, students. Almost all of you have answered 3, but few of you answered. Yes, almost everyone has answered 3. Good. One of you answered 2. It is not 2, students. It's not n. It's 2n square. So maximum number of electrons in any shell is 2n square, students. 2 kaadu. So a couple of students have answered 2 or 1. So that's, please correct yourself. All right. Okay. Otherwise, I got a consistent response. Except those 2 students, I got consistent response as 3. I appreciate that. Let's look at the next one. According to Hund's rule, number of unpaired electrons present in oxygen atom is number of unpaired electrons present in oxygen atom. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay. 2. Required is number of unpaired electrons, students. Write the electronic configuration. Let's look at the key. 2 is absolutely right. Almost everyone has answered 2. One of you has answered 4. All right, correct yourself. 4 is not right, student. Right? 2 is absolutely right. 4 is not right, dear. Let's look at the next one. N, L values for 4f orbital are. So orbital is given 4f. What are the values of n and l? N and l. 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Two, 1. 2, 1, 1. Okay. 3. Srisha says 3, 1. There is 1, 2, 5. What is 5, students? Ashwin, there's no option called 5. Okay, Sandhya says 4, 3. Let's look at the answer. It's 4, 3 is absolutely right. But please correct yourself. Kontamandi tappellaru 4 chepparu. 4 is not wrong. And 5, there is no option called 5. I don't know what went wrong in your messaging. Kani 4 kaadu, it's only 2. 2 is absolutely right, students. Let's look at the next one. For f orbital, L is equal to 3. Now, once you know L, you can also find out N. Electromagnetic spectrum contain UV, IR, visible light, all the above. Electromagnetic spectrum contains UV light, IR, infrared, visible light, all the above. Okay, consistent response. Wait. I got 3 as well. 33 as well. So it's if at all you think it's 3, let's look at the key and correct yourself if you're wrong. 4 is absolutely right, students. 3 is not right. 2 students have answered 3. 3 students have answered 3. 1 student has answered 1. See, 1, 2, and 3 are inclusive in 4. So 1 is present in electromagnetic spectrum, ultraviolet, infrared, and visible light. So all the above are present. Okay, let's look at the next one. Hertz is a unit of, is it frequency, speed, wavelength, or amplitude? Hertz is a unit of speed, wavelength, frequency, or amplitude. Okay, 3 consistent response. Good. Your knowledge of units is good. I'm just looking if there is any wrong answer. No, Monica, there is no E. I don't know why students are mentioning a Z. I don't know what's wrong in texting. There's no E. All right, 33, 3. Here I've got a wrong answer. One of you answered 2. Hertz is the unit of frequency, students. Frequency is the right answer. 33 is the right answer. 4 is wrong. 4 and 2 are wrong. For amplitude, it's meters. Wavelength, it's meters. Speed, it's meters per second. Okay, that's okay. That's okay, Monica. I get it. All right, let's go for the next one. Which of the following has low wavelength among the following? Violet, blue, yellow, red. Yesterday also we came across such a question. WIPGR. We go from violet to red, wavelength increases. Violet is around 4,000 angstroms, red is around 6,000 angstroms, or 400 nanometers to 600 nanometers. So lowest wavelength would be of good. I'm now looking for, I'm getting a consistent answer again. I'm looking for any student at all. They have given me a wrong answer. Yeah, one has answered 3, yellow. See, it should be either, you should have a confusion between violet or red, but yellow comes in between. So low wavelength, my wavelength increases from violet to red. So yellow comes in between this violet and red, right? So yellow should not be the answer. You should not have, if at all you have a confusion, you should have between violet and red. That makes sense. All right, let's go for the next one. Let's look at the key. It's violet. Violet is absolutely right, students. Option 4 is wrong. Yeah, that's what you might have had a confusion between violet and red. Red wavelength is high, maximum. Low wavelength is for violet. Good students. 1 is absolutely right. Most of the students have answered 1. Almost everyone has answered 1 except few who have answered yellow and red. Yellow is totally ruled out, students. Red, you might have a confusion if you forget that WIPGR order, increasing order. All right, let's look at the next one. Which of the following is defect in Bohr model? It could not explain fine structure of spectrum. It could not explain the spectra of atoms containing atoms more than 1 electron. It could not explain the probability concept of electron. All the above. Consisted again. 4, 4, 4, but I'm looking if it all. Okay, I'm getting 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Consistently 2. 2 is right. That's a defect, but you look at the defects, other defects also. Okay, let's look at the key. All the above, students. All the above is the right answer. It could not explain fine structure. It could not explain spectra of atoms containing more than 1 electron. Only single electron atoms it could explain, hydrogen-like atoms. And it could not explain the probability concept of electron, which is modern quantum mechanical theory. So all of the above is correct. Let's look at the next one. When an electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, the energy is released, gained, constant, released or gained from higher orbit to lower orbit. It jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit. Okay. Meaning again a consistent response. Yeah, here I got a wrong response. Okay, one of you answered wrong. తప్పు పోతే ప్లీజ్ కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి స్టూడెంట్స్, అదర్వైజ్ ఈ ఎఫర్ట్ అంతా వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది. మీ ఎఫర్ట్ అంతా కూర్చొని అటెంప్ట్ చేసిన ఎఫర్ట్ మొత్తం వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది. ప్లీజ్ కరెక్ట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. నోట్ చేసుకోండి, ఎక్కడెక్కడ తప్పు వెళ్తున్నారు అది నోట్ చేసుకోండి, మళ్ళీ రివైజ్ చేసుకోండి. మరి యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ ఉంది, అక్కడ వెళ్ళి ఒకసారి ర్యాపిడ్ ఫైర్ రివిజన్ లాగా చేసుకోవచ్చు. రైట్, లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. హియర్ ఇస్ ద కీ. ఇట్స్ రిలీజ్ స్టూడెంట్స్. So when an electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, energy is released. Let's look at the next one. Here again, electron configuration. Which of the following electron configuration violates Hund's rule? So you should know what a Hund's rule is, students. Okay. Option 3, 4, 4, 1, 4. Which of this following violates Hund's rule? Look at which of the electron configurations is wrong, students, first of all. Okay, let's look at the key. 4 is absolutely right. 3 అనుకున్న వాళ్ళు తప్పుపోయారు, ప్లీజ్ కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి. It's 4 is right. కొంతమంది 3 చెప్పారు, కొంతమంది చాలా మంది 4 చెప్పారు. All right, 3 is wrong and 4 is right. Here is a statement. Look at this. Hund's rule states that pairing of electrons in the orbitals belonging to the same subshell does not take place until each orbital belonging to that subshell has got 1 electron each. Look at this. The third subshell here is vacant. If this is vacant, electron has got no license to fill this subshell again. Spin is fine, but it is not allowed to fill this space, fill this subshell, leaving this subshell empty. All right, that's Hund's rule. Let's look at the next one. Which one of the following orbitals is possible? Again, you've got Hopper principle. Which one of the following orbitals is possible? Is 1p possible, 3p, 3f possible, 2d possible, or 2s possible? Okay, I'm getting a consistent response. One of your students has gone wrong, 2 students have gone wrong, 3 have gone wrong. Tappuvote, it's absolutely not a problem. Going wrong, nothing wrong in going wrong. All right, nothing wrong in going wrong. But it is very wrong to not write your wrong. All right, it's very important that you write your wrong. Correct చేసుకోవాలి. తప్పుపోతే కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. దట్స్ ద హోల్ ఎయిమ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ సెషన్. మీరు తప్పు వెళ్తారు, మిస్టేక్స్ అవుతాయి, కానీ కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓన్లీ దెన్ యు ఆర్ రెడీ ఫర్ ద ఎగ్జామ్. Let's look at the key. Yes, 4 is possible. 1p, 2d and 3f are not possible. 4 is 2s, which is possible. 4 is absolutely right, students. కొంతమంది 1 చెప్పారు, which is wrong. Here, you've got Morris diagram. Morris diagram is very important. So diagrammatically, it will help you to remember all the subshells, order in which the electrons fill the subshells. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, 5s, 5p, 5d, 6s, 6p, 7s. This in this order. When this is a Morris diagram, which will help you understand diagrammatically in which order will that be filled and which subshells are allowed, which shells are allowed. All right, let's go to the next one. Again, a question on Morris diagram. As a hint, I've given the Morris diagram. The question is, as per Morris chart, the correct ascending order of the energy in the following atomic orbitals is. So chart is given to you. Okay, look at the chart and answer the question. Here at least should not go wrong, students. Chart mungate undi, hint undi, in fact almost solution undi. Ikkada tappu povoddu meeru. In fact, solution is given, but still one student has gone wrong, student. It is not one. There is no wrong in going wrong, students. I'm telling you again and again, but correct yourself. Write your wrong. It is very wrong not to write your wrong. Okay, Yogita says one. No, student. Yogita, no, dear, it's not one. Let's look at the key. It's two, students. It's two. Two is absolutely right. Saitesh, I get it. You don't have to mention so many times it's two, sir. I get it. That's good. I appreciate your effort, but I get it. I get your point that it's two. Good. Let's look at the next one. Which one of the following has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6? Neon, sodium plus, fluorine minus, all. Be careful with this. You've got all as well. I'm getting a mixed response for this one. Okay, neon, few says one, few say two, couple of you say three. Let's look at the key. All students, that's why I told you, be careful, you've got all as well. Here's the electronic configuration. Please make a note. తప్పు పోయిన వాళ్ళు please note చేసుకోండి. I'll give you 5 seconds to note down. For neon, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. For all, it's 2s2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 students. All right, let's go for the next one. Which principle states that no two electrons of the same atom can have all 4 quantum numbers the same? Is it Pauli's principle, Aufbau principle, Hund's principle, Bohr's principle? Dari says one, Sahiti says one. Going faster and faster. I cannot read all the names, I'm sorry. But I see I'm getting a consistent response. All right. I'm looking if at all there is any wrong answer here, but no, I've got consistent response, which is one. Absolutely right, students. One is absolutely right. Everyone has gone right in this case. I really appreciate everyone. ఇప్పుడు కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఛాన్సే లేదు. వెరీ గుడ్. కానీ తప్పుపోతే కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి. ఆల్ రైట్, లెట్స్ గో అహెడ్. Pauli's exclusion principle states no two electrons of the same atom can have all the 4 quantum numbers the same. All right, let's go for the next one. Which of the following quantum numbers describes the orientation of orbital in space around the nucleus of the atom? Orientation of the orbital. All right, magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, principal quantum number. He's talking about orientation of orbital in space, students. A quantum number orientation ni decide చేస్తుంది, describe చేస్తుంది. 3 1 3 1 1 1 1 3. Okay, Saiteja says 1. Magnetic quantum number, okay. Okay, let's look at the key. It's magnetic quantum number, students. It's absolutely right. 1 is absolutely right. 3 kaadu. Make a note of it. Tapu poina valu, please make a note. Okay, it's a sincere request. It's for your good. Tapu pote, please correct cheskondi. All right, don't just skip the question. It is very important. You are lucky to have gone wrong in practice session. Ikkada tappu ellaru, it's very good. Exam lo tappu povaru, tappu kaadu. Ippudu correct cheskondi, akkada correct avutundi. All right, let's go for the next one. Which one of the following is the correct configuration of O2 minus, electronic configuration of O2 minus, students? 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. For O2 minus, students, which one is the correct electronic configuration? Again, a mixed response. 2 and 1, confusion between 2 and 1. I want everyone to attend, students. around 10 students, 20, 30. I'm getting responses from around 50 students. There's still a couple of students or few students who are left who are not answering. Please make an attempt. Okay, okay. Let's look at the key. 2 is absolutely right. చాలా మంది 2 చెప్పారు, కొంతమంది 1 చెప్పారు, 1 కాదు students. Yes, Aicharan, you're giving the complete answer, but it's right. You could have just mentioned the number. All right. Jyoti says 2. Pavan Sai says 2. Archana says 3. 3 is wrong, students. All right. 2 is absolutely right. Here. For an atom, Sommerfeld picture is this. This representation corresponds to which shell? K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell. Sommerfeld picture icharu. L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, L is equal to 2. This representation corresponds to, sorry, K shell, L shell, M shell, or N shell. Okay. I appreciate the excitement, students. I really appreciate the excitement. Our energy naku transfer avutundi. My energy is lesser than your energy. I really appreciate that. It's 3. 3 is absolutely right. Yes. Everyone has answered 3. No. One of you has answered 2 as well. 2 is wrong. 2 is tappu, student. It's not 2, it's 3. All right, let's go for the next one. All right. Let us now continue with other subject. I request Gayatri ma'am to take over, ma'am. Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Very good evening, sir.
Yes.
Very good evening, students. Very good evening, students. So let us start with English, improvement of sentences. All right. So let's look at the first sentence. Lot of water has overflowed the tank. All right. So now what you have to do, you have to replace the highlighted phrase with a suitable option. All right. So this lot of water may be right or it may not be right. If it is right, then you have to write no improvement is required. So you have to write, you have to click D. All right. Or if this requires a change, then you need to find out which one is right. All right. Being the first question, let us do. It should be a lot of water has overflowed the tank. All right. Let's move on to the next question. The speech he gave was highly informative. So can you replace the word gave with any of the options that is given here? Can it be deliver or can it be made or can it be given or it does not require any improvement? Yes, students, quickly give me your answers. I'm waiting. I'm looking at the chat box. Okay, Sai Charan, Aishwarya. There's a mixed answer that is pouring in. Okay, so many says option 4, that is no improvement is required. Sai says option B. Okay, let's see. It is option B, perfect. The speech he made was highly informative. Excellent. Good. Good to those who have given me the right answer. Let's look at the next question. She is tall as me. So 4 options are there. Is it as tall as I am, or is it tall like, or is it tall like me, or is it tall as I am? Quickly give me your answers. Let me see in the chat box how many says A, C, okay, Sandhya, Rishikesh, Hartik, Vardhan. All right, so there's a mixed answer that is pouring in. So it should be she is as tall as I am. All right, so you should always write it in a comparative format. Yes. All right. Let's look at the next question. Even though she was disliked by her in-laws at the beginning of her marriage, she did manage to win their hearts. So you need to replace the word win there by any of the one which is given here. Should it be win over their hearts, or should it be win over their hearts, or should it be win them over there, or no improvement is required? All right. So this is a pretty twisted one. So think over it and then give me the answer. Let's see how many are going to give me the answer. All right. Vardhan, Bhavana, Sai Charan, Akshaya, Chintu, Vasala, Jessica. All right, all right, all right. So many says either it is A or either it is D. All right. Let's see the answer. It is D. No improvement is required. The sentence as such is fine. All right. So even though she was disliked by her in-laws at the beginning of her marriage, she did manage to win their heart. All right. Good. Let's move on to the next question. Every person was not fitted for everything. Is it was not fit at, or it's like no improvement is required, or is not fitted, or is not fit for? All right. So this is pretty simple. I'm sure many must be giving me the answers. Let's see. Sandhya, Monica, Tirupati, P. Monica, Pranati, Akshaya, Jessica, Vasala. Okay, many. The answers are really going so fast, and many gave me the answer as D. All right. So every person is not fit for everything. Good. Perfect. Excellent. Let's move on to the next question. How long I shall stay is doubtful. All right. So any improvement is required, or is it like how long I can stay, or is it how long I will stay, or is it how long I want to stay, or no improvement is required? All right, let's see. Already the answers have started coming. Taruni, Sai, Teja, Akshay, Shalini, Sri Teja, Monica, Vasila. All right, all right. Very good. Very good, students. I'm very happy. All of you are making a very sincere attempt. Many says the answer to be D, no improvement is required. Yes, how long I shall stay is doubtful. The sentence as such is fine. All right, good. Let's move on to the next question. The doctor scribbled his prescription, which I could not make out. So is it make up or make for or make over? This is also very simple. Let's see. Before I could give you the answer. All right, everybody says D, make over. All right, almost everybody is saying it's D. No, it is no improvement. I couldn't make out, means I couldn't understand what the doctor has written or scribbled. All right, so it is as the sentence is as such fine. All right, see the next question. Neither parties deserves our help. Is it parties deserve, or is it parties deserved, or no improvement, or party deserves? All right, so let's see how many are going to give me the answer. Deekshana, Sandhya, Jyoti, Hartik, Vasila, Shruti, Rachana, Chaitanya. All right, so there's a mixed answer that is coming in. Many says B, many says C, many says D. It's like neither party deserves our help. Okay, when this neither comes, it shouldn't be parties, it is party. All right, yes. See the next question. Even at the peak of her success, Kalpana Cha did not forget her home or her duty towards other human. This is evident from the fact that she distributed education of girls in India. So is it like she distributed education, or it's like she contributed girls for education, or she contributed to the girls' education of girls, or she contributed to education of girls, or no improvement is required? All right, let's see how many are going to give me the answer. Tirupati, Sandhya, Monica. All right, many more. It's literally going so fast that I'm not able to read the names perfect, but I can see that many says option A and few says option B. Yes. The answer is option B. This is evident from the fact that she contributed to the education of girls. It is not distribution. This is not a thing to be distributed. It is something contribution, isn't it? Excellent. All right. See the next question. After months of aggressive planning, the former president brandished his business success and first term in office as a proof of competence. Is it as a proof of competence, or is it as proof of competence, or is it as proofs of competence, or no improvement is required at all? Let's see the chat box. How many are giving me the right answer? C, A, C, Sandhya, Akshaya, Sri Charan. All right. So many says it is B. Yes, perfect. As proof of competence. Very good. Good students. All right. Let's move on to the next question. The company released a statement on Saturday paying tribute to its founder, praising his philanthropic efforts and his vision to healthcare. All right. So is it vision for healthcare, or is it vision on healthcare, or is it vision at healthcare, or no improvement is required? All right, let's see. How many of you have given me almost more than half? Excellent. The answers are just pouring. All right. So many says option B. Let's see. It is option A. Vision for healthcare. Okay. It shouldn't be vision 2. It is vision for healthcare. All right. See the next question. Chinese couples were married at a ceremony in Colombo to mark the anniversary of diplomatic relations between the two countries. 4 options are given. Option A, diplomatic relations among the two countries, diplomatic relations between the two countries, diplomacy relations between each other, or no improvement is required. All right, let's see the correct. Before seeing the correct answer, how many of you are saying it is option B? Many says option B, many says option A. All right. All right, let's see what is the right answer. It is option B. Perfect, students. It's diplomatic relations between the two countries. Perfect. Very good. All right, see the next question. Asking people to identify themselves with their religion and casteism rather than being secular. He said the constitution too would change. Is it religion and caste instead of casteism? Or is it religion and casting? Or is it religion and castes, or no improvement is required? Let's see how many are going to give me the answers. Yes, Varshita, Teja, Sandhya, Sai Charan, Tirupati, Sri Varshini. All right, but I can conclude that many says it is option A. Yes, perfect. Excellent. It is option A. It is religion and caste. Very good. All right, let's move on to the next question. The surprise about the India oath was not because it fell out of line with the country's foreign policy, as we know. All right, so now you need to replace the surprise about the India oath. Is it the surprise in the Indian voting? Or is it the surprise over the Indian oath? Or is it the surprise on the Indian voted? Or no improvement is required? All right, so by now I'm sure you would have guessed the answer, and let me see. C, B, A, Akshaya, Tirupati, Yogita, Ishwarya, Sai Teja, Shruti, Preetika, Sandhya. All right, so many says it is A. Few says it is B. All right. It is B. The surprise over the Indian oath. All right. Yes, good. See the next question. Supporters of the leading power doctrine often argue rightly that India must be more forthright and articulate in expression its position on issues. Is it expression right? Or is it expressing its position? Or is it express its position? Or is it expressed or no improvement is required? Let's see What is the right answer? Varshita, Sandhya, Sai Charan, Sai Teja, Preeti, Tirupati. Okay, there's a mixed answer that is pouring in. It is articulate in expressing its position. All right, good. Good to those who have given me the right answer. Perfect. All right. Just a second. Yes, fine. So we'll continue the next class, students. Just a second. Let me stop sharing. Yes, Chandrika ma'am. Yes,
ma'am.
Avanti ma'am. Fine.
Yes,
Thank
I'll
you, Avanti
continue
ma'am.
biology. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, children. We'll go with the biology now. So in the previous classes, we have done nutrition and respiration. Today we'll go with transportation. Okay. Yes. So before beginning of this, children, actually, we'll be doing the concept first. Then I'll just share some thing to you. Okay. So children, actually, life processes, in the life processes, the third important life process is transportation. So in the previous classes, we have done nutrition and respiration. So the importance of transportation is here. Once energy has reached to the cellular level, then that energy have to be transported to different parts or to the complete organism needs energy. So how it will be happening? For example, if you take in simple organisms that is in unicellular, mostly like amoeba, hydra or bacterial cell. In the primitive organisms, it will be taking place through simple diffusion process or osmosis. Then if you take in highly evolved organisms like multicellular organisms, they need a definite circulatory system or transporting system. So that will be happening. That will be happening through transportation. So you have different activities in your textbook, how to check the pulse rate and all those. Please open your textbooks, children. Just we'll do the concept for a few minutes and then I'll just present few MCQs from the topic. So here in the transportation, we have many scientists who discovered the different processes or the instruments. Here, stethoscope was discovered by the scientist. You can please underline. And you have activities. Mostly you will be getting this for in the competitive exams, the scientist names and all those things. Please check it. And you can check the heartbeat. And the size of our heart is approximately size of our fist. And you know, if you take in highly evolved organisms like us, human body, or in highly evolved animals, heart is a major pumping organ. Actually, if you take the complete transportation of human body, involves blood vessels, heart, which is a pumping organ, and even we have a very good lymphatic system. So these are the different components of transporting system. A question comes, what are the different components of transportation system in human body? Which includes blood cells, blood vessels, heart, which is a pumping organ, and even we have the lymphatic system. If you take blood cells, we have different types of blood cells. So that is not given in your textbook. Then we have only the blood vessels. Arteries and veins are given. So we know arteries are the blood vessels which carry always oxygenated blood, and veins are the blood vessels which carry deoxygenated blood. And children, here you have an activity again. Then if you take the complete structure of the human heart, you have to be thorough with all the chambers, and you have to be thorough with the complete how actually the circulation will be happening in the human body. Double circulation. If you take in human body, we have double circulation. Why we are calling it as double circulation? Because 2 times heart will be receiving the blood. 1 time from all the body parts to heart, and then from heart to lungs. And actually the major function is done by lungs here. Only heart will be acting as a pumping organ. but the major purification of blood will be done in lungs. As we have studied, lungs have alveoli. So this alveoli will help in exchange of gases. And when we inhale oxygen, immediately that oxygen will be diffused into the blood circulation. And CO2 from all the body parts will be collected by the blood cells. And that blood cells will be having a lot of carbon dioxide, that is deoxygenated blood. And from that, CO2 will be exhaled out through our nostrils. And that oxygenated blood will be again pumped back to heart, or it will be flowing to heart. And heart will be pumping this oxygenated blood to all the body parts. So as heart is receiving 2 times blood, we are having highly evolved circulation. Actually, we have double circulation. For example, if you take in primitive organisms like aquatic organisms, which have 2-chambered heart, they have only single circulation. As we have highly evolved heart having 4 chambers, the upper chambers called atria and the lower chambers called ventricles. And here we can see the complete division of the chambers of the heart. Actually, in the process of evolution, first evolved is the 2-chambered heart, 1 auricle, 1 ventricle. Then that have been evolved into 3-chambered heart. Only 1 auricle and 2 ventricles. This will be happening in the amphibians. Incomplete circulation it is actually. Then that have been evolved into 4-chambered heart. Mostly it is present in few reptiles and birds and mammals. So this group of animals have complete 4-chambered heart. You can see here on the screen. You have to be thorough with this diagram. Sometimes you may get all the parts, like from where to where the blood flow will be happening in the double circulation. Very important. And even a question comes, what is the importance of double circulation to human body? See, as we have millions of cells, we are multicellular. So each and every cell requires oxygen for efficient supply of oxygen to all the cells of the human body. And also, if you take our body temperature remains constant irrespective of the climatic condition where we survive. So to maintain the constant body temperature, we require efficient oxygen supply to all the cells of the body. So for these 2 reasons, we have double circulation, a very important question. And if you take the structure of the heart, it is actually, we know it is equal to the size of the fist, one individual fist. The size of the fist is the size of the one's heart. So it is covered by the 2 membrane layer. We call it as pleura. And that is a membrane. The membrane which is surrounding the heart is called pericardium. And the membrane particularly it's called pleura. Even lungs are also made up of pleura. Okay, it is, and the fluid will be flowing in between the membranes. We call it as pericardial fluid. And this will be acting as a shock absorber. And as I told you, we have 4-chambered heart. The upper chambers are called atria and the lower chambers are called ventricles. And the blood vessels are also called coronary vessels, which are supplying heart. And actually, this is enclosed with the vessels. The vessels which are found particularly in the heart chamber are called coronary vessels, like how we have the muscle cells. And I told you this children arteries, which always bring the oxygenated blood. Exception, we have that it is, what is that exception? It is a pulmonary arteries. Yes, you can take all these. And one more thing here, if you take arteries and veins, particularly veins are the blood vessels which have valves. What are valves actually? Valves will be regulating the flow of blood in only one direction. Here, every cell have to, like heart will be pumping blood very efficiently to all the cells. So they should not be mixing up of the blood. So that is ensured by the valves. And veins are the blood vessels which carry the deoxygenated blood. So particularly these veins, that is the blood vessels, these are the blood vessels having valves. Arteries do not have any valves, children. They are very thick and they carry always oxygenated blood. You can write even the exam point of view, you can take the difference between arteries and veins is very important question, many times asked. And even we have a valve separating right atrium and the right ventricle. We call it as tricuspid valve. And there's a valve separating left atrium and the left ventricle. We call it as bicuspid valve or mitral valve. Very important, children. Please underline this. The valves which are separating
Excuse me,
the
ma'am.
atrium.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you please share your screen, ma'am?
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Your screen is not shared.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
It's fine. It's okay. Thank you.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Thank you for informing. Yes. Madam, is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I thought I'm sharing it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Gayatri, ma'am. Okay. So children, it is the bicuspid valve and the tricuspid valve, very important. So there's a valve separating right atrium and the right ventricle. We call it as tricuspid valve, and the valve separating left atrium and the left ventricle, we call it as mitral valve or the bicuspid valve. And also there are the valves separating internally in the heart, like pulmonary valves. We have to go through this. Pulmonary valves, systemic valves, but mostly bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve are the valves separating the chambers of the heart. You can go through this. The complete information is there here. And these are the scientists. Please go through this. Girolamo Fabrici. Actually, he studied about the veins in the legs. And he actually told us that with the function of veins in the valves. And also he studied about the valves in the veins. And William Harvey. Actually, he is the scientist who studied about the complete circulation of the blood through the heart. You have to go through this, children. And pulmonary circulation. So the circulation in human body is actually the pulmonary circulation. So why we are calling it as a pulmonary circulation? Because lungs are involved here. So the major function or the major purification of the blood is done by lungs. Here heart will be acting only as the pumping organ, children, in the transportation. It is not having any role in the purification of the blood. It is only lungs. Lungs plays a major role in the purification of the blood. Purification in the sense, they remove carbon dioxide from the blood and add oxygen to the blood. And thus, blood gets oxygenated. And that oxygenated blood will be transported to all the cells of the human body. So in this way, we have the pulmonary circulation. Yeah. You have many scientists, so I have underlined few. You can just mark it in your textbook. Marcello Malfigi. So he used a microscope to see tiny blood vessels that were invisible with the naked eye. And he called them as, or those tiny blood vessels were actually capillaries. See, actually capillaries are the junction between the arteries and veins, children. So as I told you, arteries will be carrying oxygenated blood. And then that oxygenated blood will be reaching the cellular level, at the cellular level. And at the cell level, every cell have the thinnest blood capillaries or the thinnest cells, which are we can just compare with our hair. They are having the thickness as our hair. So they are very thinnest blood vessels called capillaries at the cellular level. Then again, arteries will be forming, or they just diffuse oxygen to the cell. They give oxygen to the cell, and immediately carbon dioxide from the cell will be diffused back again to the blood circulation, and that will be taken by the veins, vena cava. The collection of veins is called vena cava. So in such a way, the circulation will be happening in the human body. You can take this. You just underline in your textbook. So I have done few. As I was telling you about arteries and veins, you can just, arteries always carry blood from heart to body parts, and veins carry blood from body parts to heart for its purification. So you can check the thickness of artery, the cross section of artery, vein, and the blood capillaries. So these are the three types of blood vessels a human body have. And blood capillaries. I was telling you this, blood capillaries we were discussing. These are all the activities, children. Activity-based questions you may get. So mostly in the transportation, be thorough with the complete components of the transporting system in human body. Blood cells. Actually, in your 10th standard, about blood cells, they have not given. Only blood vessels were given. Structure of heart is given very clearly. And even we have very good lymphatic system notes on that. The complete information is given in your 10th class state book. So the cardiac cycle. Yeah, systole and diastole. What is systole and what is diastole? As I told you, the complete heart is enclosed by the coronary muscle. So because of these muscles, there will be always contraction and relaxation of the muscle cells, which initiates the left-up, which initiates the contraction and relaxation of the muscles that results in the heartbeat. So systole and diastole, you have again here the tabular form given, children. Yeah, systole. So this is very important. The sequential events in the heart which are cyclically repeated are called cardiac cycle. So this cardiac cycle includes systole and diastole. So what is systole here? The atrial, the vein, the contraction phase is called systole and the relaxation phase is called diastole. You can take. Okay. This is important, children. How much time and everything, you please underline these points. And the blood pressure, pulse rate, all these things you have, and even the tabular form, please go through with this tabular form also. And as we discussed about the double circulation. See, this is a diagram showing the double circulation. Heart receiving blood twice. Single circulation and the double circulation, both. So single circulation is mostly seen in primitive organisms like aquatic organisms having two chambered heart, one auricle and one ventricle. Whereas double circulation is seen in the complete four chambered heart. You can take this. Single circulation. And then lymphatic system. See, what is lymph here? Children, in the human body, we have two fluids flowing. One is the blood and the other one is the lymph. Lymph is actually called tissue fluid. So when the blood is transporting all the nutrients, all the gases, some nutrients may escape the normal blood circulation. And these nutrients will be flow back again to the blood circulation. So that system which enables the escape nutrients back to the normal circulation is nothing but actually the lymph. You can check the definition here. It is given. Lymph is a tissue fluid. We can also call the other name to lymph is tissue fluid or interstitial fluid. We can also call it as interstitial fluid. See, when the blood circulates in the blood vessels, they push back to the heart. From the heart, it flows to arteries. Then this lymphatic system will be bringing, and it's a vital link between the blood and tissues by which the essential substance will be passing from blood to the cells, and excretory products will be again flowed back to the normal blood circulation. Yes, this you can take, and this one, the extra information, Brownian moments. All these things, please. And I told you, mostly the spongy belong to porifera. So there is no definite transporting system there. The complete water will be bathing the organism, just water. They're aquatic. So water movement will be always happening through the complete body of the organisms. You can take this. You can just refer all these information, children. Very important. Cnidarians, coelenterids. So coelenterids are also aquatic, like hydra. You can take jellyfish. So they do not have any definite transporting system. So according to the adaptation, children, according to the adaptation habitat where they survive, they have a definite transporting system. So you can take here these cnidarians. They have gastrovascular cavity, which help in digestion as well as transportation of nutrients. And if you take the third phyla in the animal kingdom, Platyhelminthes, like Phaseocola hepatica is an example. So they have a very good digestive system, highly branched. So in the process of evolution, we have been evolved. If you take mammals, we are the highly evolved animals, mammalia. So they have a definite transporting system, which is made up of all the blood cells, blood vessels, heart, etc. So please go through this tabular form, extra information. This is all about mostly animal, children. And blood pressure. So very important, blood pressure is nothing but here the pressure which is exerted by the blood vessels on the, see, the pressure which is exerted by the blood on the walls of the blood vessels is called blood pressure. So it is measured by sphygmomanometer, and always it should be 120/80. This is the normal blood pressure, and if it is extending more, it leads to hypertension, high BP in the human body. And we have some anticoagulants, okay, prothrombin, all these things, vitamin K. Go through these, children, as we are running out of time. And see, this is all about the animal body and how do transportation takes place in plants. Plants are also multicellular like us, but they are not having any evolved organs like us. They have definite tissue system which enables the transportation. So mostly it takes place through complex tissues, complex plant tissues. Those are actually phloem and xylem. So xylem always transports water and minerals, and phloem transports food molecules from the point of synthesis, that is from leaf to all the parts of the plant. And xylem elements transports water and minerals from root system to even tip of the plant body. So you have to learn about all the elements which makes up the xylem and phloem. You have an activity, children, you can go through that. So this is all about the transportation, root pressure. All these things are the words you can come across. The plant transportation, root pressure. The root pressure is nothing but the pressure exerted by the root cells, the water cells, water on the root cells. That is called actually the root pressure. And even transpiration also helps in the uptake of water by the xylem elements. And the energy which is driving the phloem tissue for conducting food molecules is ATP. So ATP will be used here. So all these things you can go through. So this is all the topic. Then now we'll go with the PPT. Okay. Yes. Can you see this? So now I want answers, children. Now I want answers. So this is a small concept, what I have explained. Yes, I want answers, children. The term cardiac refers to which organ in the body? Cardiac.
Ma'am, you
Yes.
haven't shared, ma'am. Screen
I'm not
is
sharing,
coming.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sharing it. Okay.
No, nothing is seen, ma'am.
Okay, okay. 1 minute, ma'am. Maybe system problem. 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes, ma'am. Madam, is it visible, my sharing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, now
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
coming, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Yes, children, you can now answer to the questions. The term cardiac refers to which organ in the body? We were discussing about coronary muscles and all those things. Yes. Lahari, Sai Charan, Jessica, Archana. Yes. Yes, yes, children. Very good, very good. So it is 1. So cardiac, the term cardiac refers to heart. Okay, very good. Most of you have given the correct answer. Nice. Then on which side of the human heart or which part, or we have right and left. So which side of the human heart has less percentage of oxygen, low in oxygen? Left ventricle, left atrium and right atrium. See children, we have right and left sides, isn't it? So always the right carries deoxygenated blood and left will be having the oxygenated blood. So now you have to give the answer. Almost I have given hint. Yes. Low. So the chambers, you have to check with the chambers. Right atrium, right ventricle. Left atrium, left ventricle. Yes. 2 and 4 both. Okay. 11. 1, 1, 11. Okay. So most of you are giving the correct answer. Yes. So it is right atrium. Because see the first chamber to receive the heart, to receive the blood from all the body parts. So vena cava, both the vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava will be pouring the blood into the right atrium. So right atrium will be receiving the deoxygenated blood from all the body parts. Okay. So it is right atrium. From the right atrium, the blood will be flowing into the right ventricle. Then from the right ventricle, it is pumped by the pulmonary artery. So pulmonary artery will be taking that deoxygenated blood and pours into the lungs. And in the lungs, there will be purification of the blood, removal of CO2, adding of oxygen, and that blood will be again poured into the left atrium. Then again left atrium to left ventricle. From the left ventricle, now pulmonary vein will take that oxygenated blood and pump into aorta, the collection of arteries. Then arteries will carry that oxygenated blood to all the body cells. So in this way, the circulation will be happening in a systematic way in the human body. So it is right atrium. Good. Yes, most of you have given the correct answer. Which structures of the heart control flow of the blood? I was telling you in the concept explanation. I want answers, children. Very good. Sai Charan, Jnaneshwari, Rajeshwari, Rakesh. Yes. Sai Vardhan. It's not two. It's not two. Monica. Yes. Anthony. Yes. Good. Alekia. Yes. It is valve, children. So I told you valves always regulate the flow of blood in one direction. So these valves are present only in the veins. So it is valves. Okay. Valves. The next question. Which of the following opinion is correct? Which of the following opinion is correct? Ravi said xylem and phloem cells are arranged one upon the other to form a tube-like structure. John said xylem and phloem are not separated tube-like structures. They are not separate. Salma said that xylem and phloem cells connect together to form a tube-like structure. Hari said because of its shape, they are said to be tube-like structures. So this is regarding the plant transportation and about the structure of xylem and phloem elements. So you have to give the answer. E. There is no E option here. There is no E option. What's the answer, children? Okay, good. Sai Charan, Monica. Yes, Khalifa. Yeah, good. Good, children. Yes. The answer is third one. So both xylem and phloem cells will be connected together to form a tube-like structure so that the complete transportation will be happening without any breakage, without any break. There's a continuous passage or the continuous transport of water and minerals as well as the food molecules from the point of synthesis to all the plant cells. Next, an aphid. It pierces its proboscis mouth parts into what to get plant juices? Xylem, phloem, cambium, vascular bundle. What's the answer? So already I told you like the function of the complex tissues, the vascular tissue. So you have to give the quick answer. Yes, Sai Vardhan, good. Monica, Sumanjali. Sumanjali, it's not 3. Cambium is not the answer. Pranati, yes, has given the correct answer. Pranati, Anthony, Akshaya. Akshaya, no, it's not. It's not the correct answer. Archana has given the correct answer. Yes, Sumanjali. Children, it is phloem. So phloem, it pierces its proboscis mouth part so that it directly takes all the plant juices from the phloem because phloem transports the the food molecules, the prepared food molecules, that is glucose, all the carbohydrates. So it is phloem. The answer is phloem, children. The next question. The pulse rate of newborn baby. What's the pulse rate of newborn baby? This is the tabular form given in your textbook. We were discussing few minutes back. So you have to give the correct answer. 100 to 150, 90 to 140, 80 to 120, and 70 to 130. Yes, I want the answer. Yes, Anthony has given the correct answer. Yes, Lahari, Prerana. Yes, Sai Charan, very good. Very good. Very good, children. It is 100 to 150. 100 to 150 is the correct answer. Very good. Nice. The next question. Pulmonary artery, which supplies deoxygenated blood to the lungs, arise from. I was just telling you this before, few minutes back. So pulmonary artery, which supplies deoxygenated blood, it takes from the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, this pulmonary artery will be taking deoxygenated blood and will be pouring into what? Which chamber of the lungs arises from? It arises from. I have given the answer. I have given the answer to you, children. Yes. 3. Yes, Ritika, Monica. Very good. Very good. Vardhan. Yes. You are very attentive in the class, concentrating to the class. Very nice. The transportation, you may get n number of questions from this transport because it's an important life process. Mostly you have to be thorough with the double circulation, chambers of the heart, and the blood flow from where to where, from which chamber to which chamber blood is flowing. From that concept, you may get many questions. Yes. Right ventricle, children. From the right atrium, the deoxygenated blood will be flowing into the right ventricle. Yes, very good. Right ventricle. The correct answer is right ventricle. Yes. Aorta, which supplies oxygenated blood to the body parts, will be arising from. So from which chamber? Aorta. Aorta means a collection of arteries. So this is the biggest blood vessel which transports oxygenated blood to all the body parts. So from which chamber of the heart this blood vessel will be arising? Right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. I want answer. Yes, Tirupati, Maunika. Ritika, it's not one. Okay, Anthony. Rakesh, not two, it's not two. Yes, Pranati has given the correct answer. Yes, good. Rishikesh has given the correct answer. Yes, children. It is left ventricle. From the left ventricle, here, that the artery, that is aorta, will be taking all the oxygenated blood. So it arises from the left ventricle. That's why mostly, children, if you take the ventricles, the thickness of ventricles will be more when compared to auricles. Because if you take right and left ventricles, if you take the right part of the ventricle, they collect all the deoxygenated blood. So with high pressure, blood vessels will be pouring. That is, vena cava will be pouring all the deoxygenated blood. So to overcome or to sustain that kind of pressure exerted by the blood vessels, the thickness of ventricle should be much, or the thickness is much when compared to the atrium or the auricles. Even the left ventricle. So with high pressure, they will be receiving the blood from lungs into heart. So to overcome or to get like sustain that, even this left ventricle even have thickness. Both the ventricles will be thicker when compared to auricles. They have a good thickness. This is also a one question you may get. Left ventricle. Then pulmonary vein that carries oxygenated blood opens into. See, if you know the concept, the complete circulation, you can answer n number of questions coming from the topic. Pulmonary vein. What is the pulmonary vein? It carries what and it arises from what, from which chamber, and it opens into which chamber. If you know, you can answer anything. I want answer. Actually, veins carry deoxygenated, but it is an exception. Pulmonary vein carries opposite to veins. Yes, Monica. Okay. Sai Vardhan. Yes. It is left atrium. So this pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood will be opening into the left atrium. Then superior and inferior vena cava opens into which chamber of the heart? Vena cava is nothing but the collection of veins which carry deoxygenated blood. So they will be opening into which chamber of the heart? Right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. So which chamber receives deoxygenated blood? That is the answer actually. Yes. Answer, children? Yes, Monica. Yes, Avanti is there. My name. Very good. Jessica. Tirupati. No, it's not 3. Anthony. Yes, good. Yes, it is, children, right atrium. Right atrium is the correct answer. Next question. The oxygenated blood to heart from lungs is supplied by. The oxygenated blood from heart to heart from lungs is supplied by. So from the lungs, which blood vessel takes up all the oxygenated blood? That's the answer. Pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, coronary vein, and superior vena cava. Answer, children? Archana has given the correct answer. Monica has given the correct answer. Yes. Only 2? Yes. Rajeshwari, Rakesh, Pranati. Very good. Very good. Very nice. It is the pulmonary vein. So actually, children, vein carry deoxygenated, but this is an exception. And why there is a prefix pulmonary? Because it is moving into lungs. So whenever it is moving into lungs, or that blood vessel is like it is pouring into lungs or having connection with the lungs. So we are adding the prefix pulmonary. Pulmonary vein. Very good. Nice. Next. The largest artery is what is the largest artery? What is the largest artery? Yes, answer children. Yes, aorta. Very good. Monica, Sai Charan. Very good. Rajeshwari. Yeah, nice. Tirupati, Akshaya, Rishikesh, Rakesh. Very good. Very good, children. So it is aorta. Aorta is the biggest blood vessel which carries always oxygenated blood from heart to body parts. Okay, it is aorta. Next, the number of blood vessels attached to the heart. This was there in the textbook, children. We were discussing few minutes back. Number of blood vessels attached to the heart are. How many blood vessels are attached to heart? Very important, very, very important question. Many times asked in the competitive exam. No, it's not. Check your textbook, children. Check your textbook. Yes, Sai Vardhan has given the correct answer. Tirupati has given the correct answer. Hanish, it's yes. Anthony has given the correct answer. Yogita, Akshaya. It's not Pranati, it's not that. Okay, it's not 7. It's 6 children. The number 6. 2. Option 2 is the correct answer. 6 coronary blood vessels. Then the scientist who noticed valves in the leg veins for the first time. I have highlighted this. Girolamo Fabrici, William Harvey, Malfigi, Andreas Vesalius. This fourth one you can go for odd one out. Here we are not finding this scientist in our transportation concept. Only 3 scientists, you may get confused. So you have to be go with the 1, 2, 3 options. Yes. Rishikesh, Sai Charan, Monica. Yes, Sandhya. Sandhya, it's not William Harvey. William Harvey, he studied about the circulation. Complete circulation is given by William Harvey. How blood circulates or transports. Hanish, no, it's not 3. It is children, Girolamo Fabrici. He is the scientist. Okay. Next, who noticed dissecting dead bodies of human beings that they have valves in the blood vessels and are only one-way valves. Who noticed this? Girolamo Fabrici, again the same options. Now you can go with the other one. Yes, Sai Charan, Jnaneshwari, Monica. Very good. Sai Vardhan, Tirupati, Rakesh. No, Akshaya and Rajeshwari, it is not 1. It is 3 children. Sorry, it is 2. 2. Sorry, 2. It is William Harvey. William Harvey is the correct answer. William Harvey. Next, the blood cells that can squeeze out the capillary wall. Red blood cells, white blood cells, blood platelets, all the above. That squeeze out the capillary action of the blood vessels. It's given again in your textbook. Rishikesh, no, it's not. Monica, yes. Yogita has given the correct answer. Jnaneshwari has given the correct answer. Okay. It is children, white blood cells, leukocytes. It is given in your textbook as leukocytes, white blood cells. White blood cells is a correct answer. Next, if we keep the potted plants under the fan, the rate of this process will be increased. If we keep a potted plant under the fan, then which process will be increased? Transpiration, absorption, nutrition, and photosynthesis. Which process will be increased? Yes, Hanish has given the correct answer. It's not 1. It's not 3. Yes. No, it's not. Okay. Jnaneshwari, Jessica, Rakesh, Anthony. Yes. So it is children absorption. Absorption will be increased. Absorption will be increased. From these parts, the blood is pumped to all the parts of the body. From these parts. From where? The blood will be pumped to all the parts of the body. Ventricles, atria, lungs, kidneys. Very easy question. From where the blood is pumped to all the parts? Hanish? From lungs. Directly, lungs are pouring blood into body parts. There is no role of heart. Yes. Monica has given the correct answer. Yes. Jnaneshwari, no, it's not 2. Vardhan, no. It is ventricles, children. From the chamber, that is, which chamber has, or they receive oxygenated blood? Ventricles. So from the ventricles, here the blood vessels take up that function and carry that oxygenated blood to all the cells of the human body. It is ventricles. Ventricles is the correct answer, okay? It is very clearly mentioned, this part, they're asking part. So it is ventricles. Then in BP, blood pressure 120 by 80 indicates what? The numerator indicates what? Numerator indicates what? Systolic pressure, diastolic pressure, both 192, and coronary pressure. So what do numerator indicates? What do numerator indicates? 120 is indicates, numerator indicates what? Systolic, diastolic, both 192, coronary pressure. What's the answer? Yes, Monica, Yogita. Yes. Yes. Monica has given the correct answer. No, it's not 4. Yes, Antonia has given the correct answer. Yes, good. Children, it is actually the systolic pressure. 120 indicates systolic pressure. Then hypertension. What do you mean by hypertension? Constant strain and stress, improper functioning of kidneys, smoking and alcoholic consumption, and all the above. What do hypertension is due to, or it is due to, sorry, it is due to or because of what? Constant strain and stress, improper functioning of kidneys, smoking and alcoholic consumption, and all the above. Yes. Hanish has given the correct answer. Monica has given the correct answer. Rakesh. Okay, good. Sandhya has given the correct answer. Yes. Anthony. Yeah, it is all the above, children. All of these will be leading to hypertension. High blood pressure. Hypertension means high blood pressure. Okay, next question. You have done this, children. It is going back. 1 minute. You have done this? Yeah, systolic pressure. Yeah. Then which of the following does not have valves? Which of the following does not have any valves? Which of the following does not have any valves? Sorry, children, I have a problem with my system. One minute. Yeah, which of the following does not have any valves? Is again going back. So I'm just stopping my presentation. Yeah, few questions left. I'm sorry, I have a problem with my device. Chandrika ma'am, please take over. I have a problem with my device. It is not
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Yes, students, I hope all of you have understood today's class. So 1 second. One second, students. So these are the toppers of practice test 7. Firstly, I congratulate the toppers of practice test 7. Vedashri, Jagitial district 99 out of 100. S. Bhargavi, Nagar Karnool district 97 out of 100. And G. Shruti, Komaram Bhim district, 89 out of 100. Sai Charan, Komaram Bhim district, 86 out of 100. Revula Krish, Siddipet district, 83 out of 100. Sarvesh, Sangareddy district, 82 out of 100. Bano Triya, Janagaon district, 77 out of 100. Avinash, Narayanpet district, 79 out of 100. Very good students. Congratulations. Keep going like this. And all of you should write the practice test. Prati okkalu practice test rayali. Neglect cheyakandi. Inka mana YouTube channel kuda present 820 subscribers daka reach ayindi. So our next goal is to reach for 1000 subscribers. So manam ఆ మార్క్ అని రీచ్ అవ్వాలి. 1000 సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్ మార్క్ అని రీచ్ అవ్వాలి. మీరు జూమ్ లో వింటున్నా, యూట్యూబ్ లో వింటున్నా, నో ప్రాబ్లం, బట్ ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అవర్ ఛానల్ Jatadhara ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ టెక్నాలజీ. And since tomorrow is Ugadi, I wish you all happy Ugadi. And tomorrow we will be not having test. రేపు మనకి టెస్ట్ ఉండదు, కానీ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది. It is from 7:30 PM to 9 PM as usual. So రేపు మనకి టెస్ట్ ఉండదు కానీ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది. And yes, madam, please allow to chat with others. So why do you need to chat with others? Yes. Okay, thank you everyone, and bye. Tomorrow we'll meet.